Good morning. It is me with another video. So, finished ironing the black papers. I pressed them a little bit. I'll probably put them back under the book until I hear back from NaTasha, if she's interested in this particular lot or if she wants to wait for a future lot. But I thought I would get on here and show it to everybody else. If NaTasha doesn't purchase these papers, then they'll be going up in my Etsy shop. Some as just black papers and some with black and red. I need to dye more purple before I can do black and purple. But that's kind of what's going on right now. And I think I still have some orange, so I could probably do one more black and orange set. There's one set of each right now in the shop, but I'd like to get up to 2 or 3. So that's where I'm at. We'll just do a quick flip through. I think this should be a super short video this morning. Let's just get right on with that. So these are 131 is what I got out of this lot. When I dyed it, I usually get a little bit more than that, but for whatever reason, I did not this time. Sometimes that's just how it works out. So we did get some good effects on a number of the pages. I was wrong when I spoke yesterday. I did do a lot of the pulling, when they're dry, when I pull them up in the dark, because I was drying them in the middle of the night, and I don't often turn on the kitchen light. I just go pull them and I lay some new ones down. So I did get more effects than I thought. The papers are a little more evenly colored than previous batches, but I'm not counting that as a bad thing. I actually overall am really happy with the way this lot turned out. So we will do a flip through, and I'll go kind of slow so that hopefully you can get an idea of the total, good grief, effects. So I spent a lot of yesterday, doing some deep cleaning. I got some stuff in the mail, which I'll make a video about, or videos, I guess probably one per thing really. I got some good effects here, some nice ghosting. Getting some cool occlusions. This black paper, in some of them, there's a pinky undertone, which I think enhances the creepy, spooky, haunted feel of the paper. And so, subtle color variations, but I like them a lot. So here we are, coming right along. I did watch another episode of Legacies, I think, and then a couple of weeks ago I did watch the animated Castlevania. When I was married, my ex-husband and I, that's one of the first games that we played together. I was never a very serious gamer, although I would game more often if I had a better computer. I do love MMORPGs, and I like fantasy type games. But it's one of the first ones we ever played. I think we played something close to the original on a game system. Probably not whatever was like original back in the day. So there's that side, and then we'll do this side. But I did enjoy Castlevania quite a bit. It looks like there's going to be future seasons, I hope. I don't know. I didn't look into it. It didn't take very long for me to watch it, though. I will admit, I do binge watch things, especially if I'm working on projects. I have a harder time flipping from this side than I do from the other side, for whatever reason. I just don't have as much control on the flip through going this way. I haven't chosen what I'm going to watch next. I'm leaning towards the Umbrella Academy because my son loved it so much. Sometimes I have a real hard time choosing series to watch. I still have whatever's the last season that was available of Supernatural, you know, not the current season or whatever. I think it's 13 or so, maybe 12 that's available. I haven't watched season 12 yet, and obviously because I don't have TV, I have not seen any of the current stuff. So, and then I won't go through the whole thing, but just so that you can see like whole page for some of it. But I've been putting off watching it because it's so long between the time that you watch, because I am a serious binge watcher. I would probably watch the whole season 12 in, 3 or 4 days. And I could make it stretch out, or I could rewatch. You're right, but I don't. But so I have that, and I've been putting it off. Does anybody know if Midsomer Murders is going to have another season, or if it's over? I haven't seen anything, but I also have not specifically gone looking for it to find out either. I think probably because I'm going to be super disappointed if they don't do any other seasons. I really like that show a lot. I like it as much as I liked Criminal Minds when Mandy Patinkin was still on it. And I still like Criminal Minds, don't get me wrong. But I really, really liked it when Mandy Patinkin was on there. I just like him as an actor. For whatever reason, I find him super appealing. And not in a, ooh, he's sexy, I've got a crush on him way. I just really like his acting, and I like his characterization. He's a lot of fun. So I think you're kind of getting, I'll kind of skip maybe to the end now, so you can see what the effects are kind of going forward. And then I'm trying to think what else. I've been working on my collages. I ironed these papers. I am more than halfway into drying my latest coffee batch. I still have to get my listings up on Etsy. It was really cloudy yesterday, so I didn't have good light for it. I have no other lights. I don't have any like ring lights or specialty lighting for taking pictures, so I have to rely on a couple of lamps, and if it's bright enough outside, and especially in the summer it has to be bright enough, and I happen to just pick the 2 cloudy rainy days to try and take photographs, yeah. And there just wasn't enough light coming in from outside to augment the lamps. The pictures were coming out too dark, so I don't think it's going to be cloudy today. I guess I could look at the weather. It was only 94 yesterday. I was so excited because we had that rain because it's monsoons. Are you refreshing? Refresh. I asked you to refresh. It's supposed to, according to the weather on my computer, which is through Yahoo, and it's not always accurate. Yahoo seems to be a few degrees off, a few degrees low usually. But it says 104 today. Let's see if I can get it to go down so I can see other things. So the low last night, this morning, was 84. So I went outside a little while ago. It's humid for us. The humidity is 58%. For us, that's a ton. I know all of you on the East Coast are laughing your ass off. supposed to be 104 today, 107 tomorrow. So it says 0% chance of rain, but it still shows the cloudy little lightning thing. So there must be a chance of just a smidge of a chance of monsoons today. And I've noticed we used to get them around between 3 and 5 in the afternoon when we were getting them before. And now they seem to come early in the morning or in the middle of the night, which is interesting to me. And then, ooh, look at this. With any luck, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and in the coming week, chance of rain all of those days, and lower temperatures, 103, 100, 100, 100. Sweet. Once you get past about 107, 110, that's a whole nother level of heat. Anything between like 95 and say 107 feels one way. And anything between 107 and like 118 feels one way. And then you hit like 120, and that is a whole nother level of heat. When I lived in Death Valley, we knew we had acclimated full on to desert summer. The point at which we were sitting outside the little general store, because I worked at the Furnace Creek Inn and Ranch Resort, we would be sitting out there at in the shade. Obviously, we're not completely insane. Well, maybe a little, but we would sit in front of that little general store there with our little waters or whatever we had to drink, and somebody would say, "It's not that bad today." Look over at the thermometer. It's 107 or 127. I'm sorry, 127. Yes, I said that. 127. And the person sitting next to them would go, "Yeah, you're right. It's not that bad." And that's when you knew you were there. You were at that point in the summer where you could stand 125 degrees. Granted, it was only a short period every year, and we sometimes get that. It doesn't hit every year where we get that kind of heat. So far this year, I think we've only had a couple of days over 110. I think we had a 114 and a 117, and a couple of 111s. And yes, that's hot and miserable, but it's not 125. I will tell you that. So heat does have its own levels where it takes some acclimating to get used to, and where you should not be out in the middle of the day hanging out in the bright sunlight. So that is potentially papers for NaTasha, and I will label the video thus. If she does not is not interested in this lot, then I will list it up on Etsy, and I will follow up on what happened with these papers if they go into the Etsy shop. I will let you all know in case you are interested in purchasing some black/gray haunted spooky creepy papers. And there are a few lots. I think there's a couple of 25 lots and a couple of 10 lots available in my Etsy shop. I am done trying to pimp my papers to you today, 13 minutes, and that was mostly rambling about the weather, really. I hope that, well, thank you if you have watched all the way through. As always, I think that's awesome. I am surprised that anybody watches my videos every time I post them, so thank you ever so much. I hope that whatever time of the day it is, you are having a wonderful day. I hope that you are doing things with your day that bring you joy and happiness. And, if you have to do some adulting today, we all gotta. And it's all in the attitude. You can hate it every minute, or you can use that time to think about your next vacation or go to your happy place, I think I don't particularly enjoy the laundry, but I like clean clothes, so I focus on the end result, on when I put away that last item of clothing, that feeling that I will feel when it happens. And that's generally joy and relief, because my laundry room is outside and it is hot. I will see you all in the next video. I wish you happy crafting.